Welcome Hawaii. This is Sean and Bob back on the ocean. The warm-up is over. We're entering the second round. Same contestants, new waters, new boats. Bob?
I'm reared up and ready to go, Sean. The pilots are already giving it all. First, the contestants have to go along the racetrack water bridge. That race is not going to be easy. Lots of shallow water sections to cross and many obstacles to avoid.
Hey, here come the trouble.
That's quite a different lineup that we have here compared to our first aquatic ride. We're going bigger, faster, meaner.
I can see that. Check out this boat right there. It looks like it's calling for blood.
The Ice Marine Blade Runner 35. British origins, extremely slick design, a boat that catches the eye.
Careful with the rocks.
Hey, here come the trouble.
Going upriver now, things are going to go differently. Shallow waters, narrow paths.
Back to the Hanauma racetrack, and that's one lap.
Second lap. There's everything left to play for.
Hey, here come the trouble.
A quick shout out to our friend and colleague Ray Waller, who's hosting the equally remarkable Motorsports series just nearby at the Nahoma racetrack.
A real professional. I can almost hear him from here.
Here comes the jump.
Hey, here come the trouble.
For our radio listeners, I'd like to point out that the scenery here is absolutely stunning.
Absolutely. It kind of reminds me of that trip I took in Barbados with my wife Giselle about 20 years ago. Runner 35 in all its glory. I love that boat. I actually think I should get one.
Well, Bob, I'm not sure Giselle would agree with you on that.
The competition continues. Let me gather the new data. Done. Time to go to the skies again. For this new flight, you're going to need sharp reflexes and real steady nerves. Your plane, the Civco Edge, will be ideal for that ride. But it's not going to fly itself, so you're up.
Honestly, you should have seen the colors in that thing. And those custom designs, whew, real masterpiece. No joke, this bake-off season finale was a real... Hello, we're back live. Welcome back, everyone.
Hey, Sean, we're back indeed for our second air trial, where another contestant has just taken off. Several pilots already had their turns, so we're well suited to tell you that this path is a toughie. Right, Sean?
Well, Bob, you said it. We're talking about a low-altitude aerobatic flight through the canyon and other fun stuff. Highly technical and dangerous. Good luck out there, water rocket.
mean section right there. The more I see it, the more I think it must be hard to handle.
Yeah, Motorfest sure isn't sparing these pilots, and believe me, they're clearly not out of the woods yet.
Look at this guy, cleverly teasing what's coming next.
Flying above the lovely Hawaiian countryside.
Lovely, sure, but better watch for these wind turbines.
You're almost there. It's just about passing that last gate.
We'll get it this time.
Beautiful performance. It's incredible what a Zivco edge and great skills can achieve.
Man and machine working in unison.
Kara out. The powerboat event you're about to join now stretches along the whole northern coast of the island, from east to west. There aren't as many turns over there, so it'll be like sailing offshore. I wish I could tell you that maintaining your speed and keeping your opponents at bay is all you need to do. But you'll have to deal with choppy sailing conditions. It was just a matter of time. Did you really think you were going to avoid the Hawaiian curls forever? The good thing is, your boat for this race will be the Lamborghini Technomar. I know, this keeps getting better, doesn't it? We're close. Don't forget. Go fast, but watch for those mean waves. One single move can turn the tide.
This is Bob Schwartz here, live and ready for that third round of Ocean and Sky. The race has started, and the 8 boats are already making their way out of the bay. Joys of live broadcasting, my compadre, Mr. Babalu, is being kept elsewhere at the moment. But we're nothing if not adaptable, so let's move forward until he catches up. This time, we're going offshore with way bigger boats, including the incredible Lamborghini Technomar. You heard it, a boat made by Lamborghini, inspired by their astonishing Lamborghini Sean. And fellas, look at this Kraken. It's going beautifully for the new challenger. It's also important to mention that the sea got a little turbulent since the previous race. The competitors will have to deal with that. Look at that swell. Ooh, someone who's never experienced it can't fathom what it's like to sail in such conditions, especially at that speed.
Jeez, took them forever to get me that welcome talk. How long can it take to... Hey, everyone, it's Sean, and I'm back to the studio with my man Bob. What did I miss?
Well, my friend, we're halfway through the race, and the weather conditions are only getting worse.
I can see it. I mean, look at these waves. Choosing larger boats clearly was the wise choice for this race.
The contestants need to push their engines.
Come on, water rockets. They made it! And our challenger handled that gorgeous Lamborghini Technomar like a true sailor. Way to go, water rocket!
You know what? I think I'm also taking a liking to this newcomer.
You're going to need a plane that is both sturdy and maneuverable for what's coming. You'll be flying above the volcano through rough conditions. That's why we have another 20th century legend waiting for you. The Grumman F-8F Bearcat, a real fighter. If you're going to look down on the volcano, that plane is your best ally.
Howdy, listeners. We're still on, and after quite a rough powerboat ride, it looks like Hawaii is set on making things difficult for our competitors.
That's right. After dealing with a pretty choppy sea, our pilots now have to cope with difficult flying conditions. Don't get fooled by this beautiful sky. Some serious turbulence is to be expected. Let's just hope that volcano doesn't have an extra surprise in store for us down there.
Airplanes, volcanoes, and turbulence. Sounds like a good old direct-to-DVD movie.
Hold on to your seat. It's time to gain altitude. As we speak, our favorite Challenger water rocket is back in the sky for this third flight. In the cockpit of a stunning Grumman F-8F Bearcat, or simply the Bear.
One more time.
As an extremely reliable machine, it has served many purposes back in the day: combat, aerobatic, air racing, or leisure.
The stories this plane could tell.
for sure. If that thing could speak, you would not be disappointed. Now let's go tease the master of the island.
The big old fire mountain.
Look at this. How crazy is that?
Motorfest crazy. You're talking about the plane, aren't you, Sean?
I leave you to it. You've made it to the final part of the championship. Just 2 more events to go to settle the score in both disciplines. Everything you've learnt over the 6 previous rounds will be key to snatching the last points that could lead you to the podium. Guessed, it starts with the ultimate water showdown. A race among ships and carriers in the beautiful Bay of Pearl Harbor. For this, we have a gleaming DCP M31 being prepped for you as we speak. An all-rounder, chosen to get you through all possible situations. No pressure, but quite a crowd has come to see this. What can I say? Your contestants are the stars.
Welcome back, everyone. We're now in Pearl Harbor Bay, and the contestants are already sailing at full speed. Careful, guys. Sean, this is it, the final round of this series.
You're right. 2 events to go, starting as usual with an encounter at sea.
Look at this light, Sean. The day is young and promising, just like this race.
The ocean has calmed down, but this doesn't mean there isn't any less action. Our drivers out there must be filled with adrenaline and renewed vigor, as these are the last moments to score those final precious points.
You're totally right. These guys are going to play every single card they have, trimming, nitro, and the best of their sea knowledge.
Some contestants may not finish this race.
Going for the shallow water section.
Careful, the passage gets pretty narrow below these bridges. I'm checking on my #1 contestant, Water Rocket, who's about to enter its second lap.
I'm with you on that. This time, our pilot got a DCB M31, an excellent, reasonably sized performance catamaran. Not as impressive as the Technomar, but way more suitable for that kind of technical inshore showdown. The contestant in first position is doing a great job.
Favorite contestant is getting comfortable in first place.
Going all around the aircraft carrier. Look at that massive ship. Guys, we are surrounded by manta rays here. Oh, a majestic tribute to the local fauna. Giselle would love that.
Just like a ballet.
Come on, Water Rocket. Now's the time to push. Trim that M31.
And that's the finish line, Bob. The Pacific has been tamed.
A thrilling race, Sean. Way to conclude the ocean part of the competition.
Event is for expert pilots only. And I'm not just saying that. You'll be flying at low altitude through downtown Honolulu among... towers... skyscrapers. Obviously, the plane you'll fly has to be small, compact, and responsive. That's why we got you yet another gem from the past. A machine that has won numerous prizes and even broken records in its time. The Granville GBR Super Sportster. I'm telling you right now, don't judge that bumblebee by its looks. It may be chubby, yet this plane was actually made for racing. Ocean and sky, final flight, start.
Our last challenger is now taking his turn. The plane has taken off, and it's on. Look at the beautiful skyline in the distance. This is precisely where we're headed. Sean, you're up. Your specialty, your protege, your moment.
I'm 100% focused, Bob. This is serious business. Like all the previous contestants before, Water Rocket will have to make it through this extremely technical flight through the city. And the fun has already begun. Careful between these two buildings. You've seen it. Some of these sections are dreadful. Extreme mode is mandatory. All right, now a little detour over the shores, then back to town.
Beautiful view from up here, fellas. We've passed Waikiki Beach and are now going for the second half of this loop. We have the most fantastic view of the famous Diamond Head right now.
down. Ooh, careful, not too much. Down to the river, then all the way left. Things are about to get even more treacherous for our pilot.
The sun is now directly ahead. This won't make things easier.
Extremely sharp turn is coming up. You've got to steer the plane all the way to the right. Another sharp left turn. Challenging segments is coming up. It requires a very difficult maneuver.
Well, Sean, we're out of the city. The toughest part is behind us.
That's right, Bob. Just a few more good maneuvers, and then all we have to do is land smoothly. And back home.
Was a flight to remember, Sean.
Seriously, a great finale in a series that kept its promises till the end.
Make sure to get your vehicle reward, driver. Our final stop, the container. Resuming progression on the playlist. sleeping mode. Looks like you don't have any of this week's vehicles. Don't worry, driver. You can get one with the weekly bundle, or simply buy one in the shop. Remember, activities played with these vehicles will give an XP bonus.